Hello friends, what a glorious day today. We're going to do our first bow review of 2025. So thanks to the guys at Eastern for hooking us up with the new bow for test. And before we get to all that, I got a couple products I wanted to talk to you about that you're going to see during our test. And the first one's going to be these Black Widow Venom arrows. You can reach out to those guys. You can Google them at Black Widow Arrows, or you can find them on Facebook at Black Widow Arrows. So the next product I wanted to talk to you about is the stand axis. So this is a thumb button release I've been practicing with since the summer, and it's very similar to the Onyx with the clicker, only it doesn't have the clicker and it doesn't have the safety mechanism on it, and it doesn't have the latch so you can hang it on the strings. But other than that, you have your length of travel adjustment and you do have your tension adjustment, just like the Onyx does. So you can customize this to how you want to release your shot. So these Black Widows, these are 246 shaft, 300 spine, and 0.003 straightness, and they're a very affordable shaft. And some of the previous videos I've done, we've done some testing with these, and so far they've been very durable. They've held up very well. I think I've only broke one arrow in about, I don't know, there's a lot of shots, and some of them were impacting shots on one another. But give these guys a look. Go to their website, check them out. And if you're down at Eastern and you're looking for a thumb button release, check out the stand axis. I really like this thing, and it's it's a lot more affordable than getting into you go pay $260 or $320 for a good thumb button release, and you're not sure if you want to get into it. This is a cheaper option that can introduce you to that style of shooting. But that's enough being said about the additional stuff. Let's talk about the new bow to test. This is the Hoyt Aplha-X 29-inch axle to axle. So as I said, it's the 2025 AX2 29 Aplha-X 2 by Hoyt, 29.5 inches axle to axle, 6 3/8 inch brace height. I think it adjusts from 26 to 31 inches. And this one is in 70 pounds, and it's rated at 340 feet per second and a physical weight of 4.2 pounds. And you can feel it. It feels like it's a little bit lighter than the previous Aplha-X. I think they did, in typical with Hoyt, they did a really good job on the fit and finish. As you can tell, I'm pretty partial to this bottom lens camo. And typical Hoyt, you're going to get it, and it comes with the quality control is very good. So we got it outfitted with a Spot Hog sight and a Hamskea Everest rest for right now, and that's how we're going to shoot it. The arrow is going to be around 420 grains. So the draw length on this is at 27 inches. So if you can see these mods and you can see that retainer or fastener, that is a Torx bit. If you see the Torx bit fastener on one of these Hoyt bows, you should be good to go. But if you see the Allen key fasteners on these, have your dealer check to make sure they can take them off, because some of those got over torqued and they won't come off very easy, or if they don't come off at all. So I know MFJJ spoke to it in his video, but what we saw in the bows that Eastern Outfitters got was the hex heads are the ones that wouldn't come off. So just make sure you double check that with your dealer before you walk out the door. Anyway, let's we've been over the specs on this thing, so let's get to shooting it. Stay tuned. All right friends, so some key components that I forgot to mention about this bow. All right, so they did shorten the limbs on them, and the cam change. This is the HBX Gen 4, and these cams, the modules aren't half-inch increments anymore. Now they're specifically 2 inches. So like this mod is 26 and 27 inch range. And so there's 4 different modules that you can use for it. Same grip from last year, same familiar feel. Hold is just solid. And you feel maybe just a tiny bit of jump and a tiny bit of vibration, but it's minuscule at best. So the draw, you can feel, I have an RX-8, it feels just a little bit stiffer than last year's bow, and it could just be You know me, but that's just, to me, that's what I'm saying, is that's how it feels. Maybe a little bit stiffer than last year, but it's 2 to 3 inches a take up on the draw, on the beginning of the draw is stiff, and then it just rolls into the back wall. Like I said, 85% right now. But once you get it back, man, she holds. Nice, very nice bow. It doesn't take very long to get used to the difference in the draw cycle between the HB-X Exact and this Gen 4. That's nice. Pull them or shoot them with the view facing the bow so you can see the arrows going down range. A few more shots in there. Please don't judge me too harshly. Yeah, they didn't take the time to put a peep in it. We are back at about 19 yards. So our final thoughts on the Hoyt AX 29. So let's start first and foremost, the quality of the bow. Typical Hoyt, it's outstanding, right? So I love the color on here. It comes to you flawless from the dealer. So let's get into the specifics. I like 29-inch axle to axle when I'm saddle hunting and I'm filming, self-filming. For accuracy and like say 3D and tack, stuff like that, I typically like like a 31, 32-inch bow for my height and wingspan, but this bow holds really well. So the draw on this bow feels a little bit stiffer than the HB-X Exact cam, but it's very smooth all the way back, and then it hits, just falls gently into the back wall. It's not a big hump and dump, so I like that. That's pretty much what I favor in the bow. The grip, same thing as all the last year's bows. So if you like that Hoyt grip, you're gonna love this again. Hold on target, fantastic. It's got a solid back wall, holds very well. It's balanced, it's very well balanced bow. And when you release it, you feel just a tiny bit jump, tiny bit of vibration, but the bow just kind of falls back to you. It doesn't want to fall forward. It just kind of sits and falls back, which I like. I think is very good in the bow. So as far as technology or features, it's got the pick rail. The pick rail. It's got an integrated rest mount. We have the Everest mounted too. You have 2 stabilizer holes in the front with the stubby in one. It does not have a back hole, so you'd have to use a V-bar off the side, is what Hoyt has you do, is put a V-bar in there, or in that one rather. And that's how I set up my RX-9, or my RX-8 rather. They don't have any tuning features on this, and I personally don't knock that. Like, I thought, I think Matthews and Hoyt, they're not missing anything by not having those features in there, because if you think about like the Elite, you still have to do a shim before you use the set technology. So you're still pressing the bow before you use their micro tuning capability. And these bows hold their tune really well. So, or traditionally the Hoyts hold their tunes very well. So, I wouldn't be worried about not having an ability to slide my cams over with a screw or whatever. I think it's a fantastic bow. I think the guys that already like Hoyts, they're going to be very satisfied with this. I think if you're looking for a short axle to axle bow for hunting or whatever you're going to be doing with it, I think this is a very good option. Very little you'd have to do to this bow to be ready to go out into the deer woods. Maybe a little 8 or 10-inch stabilizer off the front, and that would calm down a little bit of the sway, the oscillation back and forth that I was feeling. But as far as being able to hold on target and the grip feeling really good, fantastic. I think it's another winner from Hoyt. If you like this video, please comment on other bows that you would like to see reviewed. I know the Dartons will be hitting the shop here soon, so that'll probably be the next one we do. And the Elite, I think the Archery, I think is the new one, the new hunting bow. So I'll probably do that one. Not sure what Matthews and Bowtech have in store, but as the shop gets them in, we'll do these reviews. But if you have anything specific that you'd like to see reviewed, please let us know. If you have any comments about this, just make it, productive and positive. You know, even if you're going to critique something I said or did, just be positive about it. And you know, if you're interested in this bow, go down and see Ryan at Eastern Outfitters. Those guys are great at setting up bows and walking you through the process of choosing a bow and choosing the bow that's right for you and what you're going to use it for. I mean, I can't say enough good things about what Ryan's doing for the archery community here in Onslow County. So thanks to those guys. Go down and see them about this AX2 or any of the new bows they're getting in. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. And as always, God bless, shoot straight, stay safe, and happy hunting.